how did I begin to mold my herbal path as a teacher? And what were my first teaching experiences like? So the first classes I did were for my daughter's brownie troops. I have two daughters, Sunflower Sparkle Mars, who's a preschool teacher, and Rainbow Harmony Mars, who has been an international model, yogini, actress, and activist. Google her. And of course I would do things with them, and then I would do things with their brownie troops. And then of course after brownie troops, it was like, church ladies and things that felt really easy, and domains of friends. And then I distributed a multi-level thing, Shackley, for a while, so I learned to put on little presentations for people talking about the benefits of different supplements and biodegradable cleaning products. That was good practice. So I worked in a natural food store starting in the early 80s called Pearl Street Market, the first incarnation of Alfalfa's Market, if you've ever heard of that legendary store. And I was about to give it up as like an herbalist. I was making minimum wage bagging brown rice at a health food store. And John Hay, one of the founders of Celestial Seasonings, got me a gig being the herbalist for this wonderful natural food store that had a bulk herb department. And their problem was they didn't sell enough bulk herbs to make the space worth it. And I realized that people who already shop in the natural food store often know about some of the herbs. And I thought, I need to take it out there. I need to educate my community about plants. So then I started doing a radio show called Naturally, and I've had that show going on for like 40 years. But I felt that's a way to teach the community, and then they'll come in, and it's a volunteer thing, but it's only like 3 minutes, but I might talk about herbs for allergies or herbal aphrodisiacs or the health benefits of microdosing or lemon balm, or don't spray the dandelions. So that's a way of teaching. But so I started teaching at Naropa University, even though I didn't have credentials. It wasn't that kind of school. They said, leave your credentials at the door, we care what you do. Started by Chongen Rinpoche. So teaching there. And then at the health food store, I started, being able to give my flyers out about other classes. I started teaching in my home. And at first it was just like, 4 people around the coffee table. And then I realized wherever I went, I wanted to lead herb walks. So one of the things I would do is maybe go a day ahead of time and, study up, walk around. I have to tell you, I won a trip with Bioforce, the Swiss herb company, for mentioning their name, Bioforce, makers of Santa Sapina cough lozenges with pine syrup. But I won a trip to go to Switzerland, and I was like, I won't know the plants from there. I live in Colorado, and there were so many of the similar plants. But wherever I am, if I'm going to do an herb walk, I'll try to schedule the last day so I can learn as many plants as I am. It's a work in progress. And one of my friends once said, to learn a subject well, offer to teach a class in it. And again, one time someone even asked me to teach a class on plant poisons, and I don't really use those. But it was for a mystery writers group, and I thought, well, that's a challenge. I'm going to research it and put it together so they don't poison the wrong person with the wrong side effects or the wrong, antidotes. So I always step up to a challenge. And teaching, it's not just about you, it's about offering this information for the people and the planet and the plants. And this is, as crazy as the world is, it's like we can all do something, and just teaching people about the plants, even if it's, an herb walk around your neighborhood. I live right downtown. I don't drive. I walk everywhere. My life is an herb walk. I'm always, scouting out where the wild things grow. But, teach everyone. And, consider writing articles for magazines or podcasts. That's a way of teaching too. It doesn't have to be a classroom thing. You could be filming from, in your own domain. So hopefully that gives you a few answers.